He didn't say blacks were going to kill you. I mean, if you really believe that, you are deranged. He said looters. You loot, you get shot. What are they? These are world-class athletes. Welcome to another episode of Clem's Corner. Thank you again for viewing and for subscribing. Hopefully we can keep this up and maybe take this to another level. We can only do it with supporters. If we can build up folks enough followers, then we can start controlling what we want to do. We can organize massive protests, but the right kind of protests. We can say, don't buy this cereal. They have just insulted us. Okay, don't vote for Biden because 15% of us are ignorant. We could start amassing some people together, and who knows where this can go. In any event, I want to discuss the issue of racism again. I want to comment very briefly on one aspect of this that troubles me greatly. We have athletes, okay? Put aside that they're not playing because we can't reach an agreement on money. They haven't played ball in a very long time. When I was growing up, when I liked to play ball, I missed it. It wasn't about necessarily money. They gotta make money. They should want to get back on the field. They should want to get back on the court. Okay, what are they afraid of? We covered in one of our previous episodes the mortality rate. What are they? These are world-class athletes. They should be able to have a fight off the coronavirus. They are low risk. And I'm not the scientist, I'm just saying what the high risks are, we know what those are. But then, not only do they not want to do their sports, but now they become spokespeople. For what racism is. Kneeling to the American flag, not even a concept of what kneeling means to the American flag. They don't want, somebody the other day said, you know what, Drew Brees' worst mistake, commenting on the kneeling episode, was that he gave the flag some kind of credibility. Again, not a direct quote in substance. Are we kidding me? The American flag stands for what our nation is. They're athletes. They're not medical doctors. They're not politicians. Somebody should tell them that they are not spokespeople. We want to watch sports. We want to watch sports for the competition, for the athleticism. I don't watch sports because I want to hear what their political viewpoint is. China's products are here sold in the United States. Okay, when I need to buy something, I go to whatever online ordering service I want to use. It's very hard to find things that are not made in China. So our production and our productivity needs to pick up. People should start looking to buy from products made in the United States. But it's very difficult. They criticize President Trump for various reasons, anything they can find. You know, he does a great thing, they ignore it, or they criticize him. China is producing most of our drugs, or chemicals and compounds that are used to make our drugs in this country. We're reliant on them for that. Where has Congress been? No one in Congress or the Senate should even put their head in public. Their face should not be shown in public. They're disgraceful. They've spent months and years trying to catch President Trump, trying to impeach him. Why didn't they address this issue years ago? Years and years ago. Schumer's been in for years. How come we don't have legislation in place? Why don't we have regulations in place limiting imports from China for the medical supplies? Why haven't we increased those in the United States? Why haven't we given them more funding so that we can increase that production in the United States and not rely on China? Congress has done nothing. Okay, I wanted to use another word. I won't. Okay, they do nothing. All they do is react. All they have become is an investigative body. We're going to investigate this. We're going to investigate that. Okay? Schumer every other day. We're going to pass a law for this, pass a law for that. That's all he wants to do is keep passing laws. Biden, the press. You talk about the press. One of the questions recently was to Biden, and we're going to sign off on this, was, Joe, what if Trump loses? You think he's going to stay in the White House? Folks, that is hysterical. That is absolutely hysterical. Does anybody in their right mind believe that President Trump loses the election, he's going to stay in the White House? I mean, if you really believe that, you are deranged. Absolutely deranged. They asked Trump the question, and Trump said, I think it's hysterical. Actually, I think Trump has a very dry sense of humor, and if you listen to him, which obviously most of mainstream media doesn't, he's funny. He says, if I lose, I lose. The guy's a billionaire. He doesn't need this. Okay, it's pretty clear Melania, like, she puts up with it. She doesn't want this. They didn't need it. But it's something that he desired and he truly believed. He said, I'll run for president if I believe that I need to try to help this country. All he has done is try to do the right thing. Okay? He doesn't say racist things. You loot, we shoot. That's not racist. He didn't say, oh, black people go and loot, we're going to kill them. He didn't say blacks, we're going to kill you. He said looters, you loot, you get shot. Somebody burglarizes my house in the middle of the night, I'll follow the law. You know what? I won't hesitate to shoot them if my life or my family's life is in danger. They're burglars, they're thugs, and they're blaming Trump for causing racism, divisiveness. And it comes back to what I said at another time in one of these episodes about how all we're doing is highlighting things, trying to destroy statues. You know what? I don't know anybody who's really racist. I don't know anybody that's racist. If they are, they're not my friends. Maybe that's why I don't have any friends that are racist. And again, people who are racist, it's a terrible thing, and it's a terrible way to raise your child. But I think for the most part, we try to raise our children the correct way. My son was about, I guess, 6, 7 years old. We were watching a football game, and one of the teams with a red uniform on, one had a black uniform on. All right, and I'm watching there with my son, and somebody has a running play, and he gains whatever it was, 30, 40 yards. All right, and as the person was running, or after the replay, my son says to me, look at that black guy run. And I looked at him, and I said to him, what did you say? Because my wife and I tried to raise him color neutral. What we're doing today is not being color neutral, okay? But we tried to raise him that. And I said to him, what did you say? Because I was concerned that he would characterize somebody as being black on a field. Because it doesn't matter what color they are. We don't look at athletes. I don't look at Aunt Jemima as a black person. I never did. I looked at her as a cook, a grandma type. But my son said, and it was cute, but I will never forget it. He says, oh, the guy in the black uniform. All right? So race didn't even come into the picture. Now today you have little kids asking about race because it's being raised and it's in their forefront. It's being thrown into their face. God bless you and God bless America.